Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and a belated welcome to 2022. Hope you all managed to have a bit of a break over the holidays, and don't tell anyone, but I must admit I've spent the last month catching up with some flat screen games, so apologies for the lack of videos, but let's get things going again. In case you missed it, at the end of last year, That Guy's Will kindly invited me to join him in coming up with the top 10 PSVR games of 2021 video, which you can catch over on his channel. I'll put a link to that in the description below, and if you're not already subscribed to Will's channel then I highly recommend you do so, as he regularly puts out quality reviews and other PSVR related content. Now I figured it would be a good idea to do a quick catch up of the first month of the year, so of course the big news in early January was that we finally got confirmation of the specs and the name for PSVR2. And it is called PSVR2 or PlayStation VR2, so we no longer have to keep mentioning every possible name under the sun when talking about it. Definitely some exciting specs there which, while perhaps not absolute top of the range in all aspects, look really good for what will hopefully be an affordable price point, although that's one thing we're still waiting to find out about. It will certainly be an amazing upgrade from the original PSVR, and combined with Sony's pedigree of game development, this thing should be able to provide some incredible games and experiences. Now, as well as the price, we're still waiting to hear about a release date. For a while it's been looking like the earliest we might hope to see PSVR2 released would be towards the end of this year, although various rumours and leaks have hinted that perhaps we might see it sooner than we thought. The fact is we just don't know at the moment, but what I'm pretty certain of is that we'll be seeing more details about the hardware and the games in the coming months. It's expected that there will be a dedicated VR State of Play or a similar event at some point, but ahead of that we do have a State of Play coming up on the 2nd of February, which will be focused on the upcoming Gran Turismo 7. But could it be that we'll get some confirmation of PSVR2 support for that? Worth checking out just in case. On the release side of things, last week saw the arrival of two hotly anticipated titles, Zenith and Wanderer. Zenith is a cross-platform MMO, a rarity for PSVR, which has been picking up a lot of fans despite some initial teething problems, which are to be expected during the early days of any online game of that kind of scale. It will be interesting to see how the game grows and develops over the coming months. Wanderer is a time-travelling adventure with a lot of first-person puzzling going on, allowing you to visit some key moments in history along the way, and features some great presentation and interactions along with a surprisingly long runtime for this type of game. I'll aim to bring you some gameplay and a full review soon. Looking ahead to future releases, we had an update on Stride, the first-person parkour game from Joyway that brings a strong Mirror's Edge vibe to VR. The game's been out on other platforms for a while and has been in development for PSVR for some time, but the dev recently announced that it's about to pass Sony's QA process, so we'll hopefully be able to release soon. A newly announced title, and a nice unexpected surprise, was The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution from Skydance Interactive. This will be a fully fledged standalone sequel to the first Saints and Sinners game, which itself is still one of the best titles available for PSVR, with great presentation and some of the best examples of VR interactions on the platform. And I'm really looking forward to this one, although it's potentially still some way off, so will we be seeing it arrive on PSVR 2? I'll keep you posted. Finally, we had a couple of interesting teases for updates for existing titles Until You Fall and Beat Saber. Until You Fall from Shell Games is a colourful tactical brawler with some great game mechanics that still holds up as an incredibly well presented and immensely playable title with a killer soundtrack. The developers have teased a mysterious update known only as the Kneon update. Perhaps this could be new levels, a new campaign, or even a new game mode, who knows, but we should be hearing more soon. Beat Saber, the block-slashing rhythm game that doesn't really need any introduction whatsoever, also released a short teaser trailer featuring a new type of block. Dubbed a slider, it looks like it'll behave like a shorter version of a Synth Rider's rail, with blocks that stretch out requiring you to follow the full path of them instead of just slicing them in half. The devs also suggested that the new update will include some other features, so perhaps we'll see a new OST arriving at the same time. I'll bring you some gameplay from both of those updates as soon as they're available. Okay, that's it for this quick roundup. Short and sweet, but I hope to be back soon with some catch-up reviews for a few PSVR games that I missed out on last year, and hopefully some new releases and news as it happens. If you found this useful, I'd really appreciate you poking that like button, and if you want to keep informed about future videos, then please do remember to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.